Hi, I'm Julie and I'm a charity champion for Changing Faces, a national charity for people with visible differences. I have attended a number of Alopecia UK events and support groups, and the work that Changing Faces and Alopecia UK do for people like me is really invaluable. So, on behalf of everybody at Changing Faces, I want to wish Alopecia UK a really happy 15th birthday. Congratulations on this milestone.
Thank you to Changing Faces for their birthday message. And now we have time for another of our special guest interviews. Joining us next is Matthew. Matthew featured in our men's chat birthday bonanza video. I think we've got some photos coming up. And Matt is one of our volunteers and has helped us at our big weekend, our Alton Towers event, and is also a regular volunteer at the Liverpool Children and Teens Support Group. So I think Jen is now going to welcome in Matthew.
Good reminder that I nearly forgot.
Seamless.
This isn't wine in the glass by the Schlur that I'm drinking. Just so.
Yeah, we've heard that before, this whole Schlur thing.
Got a bottle to prove it. Let's see. Might need to. Matthew,
Tommy, you still don't look happy there. You look like you're very quiet.
Hey!
Hi! Hi, you okay?
Good.
Got there in the end there.
Yay!
How are you doing?
Good, how are you doing?
Very well, nice to see you all. Nice to see you all.
Nice to see you, thanks for joining us.
No problem, no problem.
So we heard a bit about your story in the men's chat video. I think we all really enjoyed watching that one. It was really interesting, definitely for us as females, to kind of just sit and listen to kind of the men's perspective on things. I think we all kind of in the office were sort of like, that's a good video. So well done, everybody. So before you tell us about that, tell us when you started with alopecia and the type that you have.
So when I was 2 years old, I fell off a park bench on holiday. It's like the most randomest thing ever. And I really smacked the back of my head. I don't know if it was the shock of it or I don't know, the trauma of it all. But since then, my hair's just gradually fallen out since I was 2.
Wow.
Then throughout my life, from like primary school to high school, loads fell out. And then from high school to college, loads fell out. So it started off as areata, where it were just kind of loads of patches on my head. I was lucky enough to have, my mum was a hairdresser, so she kind of combed my hair over and I had this kind of boff of her head. And then when I went to university, that's when most of it kind of went then. So it turned into more universalis. So when I first discovered girls and alcohol, all my hair fell out. So yeah.
Which it can be a bit of a confidence. Takes a bit of confidence, but you chatted about that in the men's video, didn't you? And kind of
it was.
Overcame.
Sorry, say that again.
So you chatted about that in the men's video and how you kind of, that dent to confidence, like the things that you did to then overcome and build that confidence back up and things, didn't you? With that side of everything. If I could help.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, the main issues is obviously confidence, I think. So I often focus on stuff to build that confidence up, and whether it's like, I did it through sport and exercise, just because people enjoy what they're good at, I think, and if you're good at something, your kind of confidence grows as a result of it. So that's kind of how I focused on it anyway. But no, confidence was the major issue for me, especially like in the transitional periods going from like primary school to high school, and you're going into the big school and you're looking a bit different and your hair's falling out and you're meeting all these new people in this big place. It can be really daunting. And even going to university, again, you're meeting all these new people, you're worried about first impressions, what are people going to think of you, and things like that. So it's a massive kind of self-esteem kind of bridge to get over. But yeah, that was probably the major challenge.
Yeah, I definitely relate to all of that with school and transitions. I think I had a lot of that as well. So it's interesting. So, how did you find doing the men's chat video and having that discussion, kind of that in-depth discussion with all the guys?
I was really nervous up until it actually. But Damien did a really good job. He kind of settled us all down and he made it all flow. And once the first like couple of questions was out of the way and you introduced yourself, I actually really enjoyed it. I've not really done anything like this before, you see. So it's all dead new to me. So it's quite nerve-wracking. But he made it into like a really nice environment where we could discuss and share our kind of experiences, which is kind of like what Zara said before. Like everyone's experiences is different, but you can definitely relate in certain stages of what you go through. You can definitely relate to people and what they've been through as well. No, but I really enjoyed it. It was good. It was really good.
And I think it's important to get kind of have those discussions and to get it across and put it out there. And that's why we wanted to do a video kind of specifically on men, because I think it's often it's underrepresented out there, definitely, you know, in the media and everything like that. You know, often they're looking for a female and all this, and then, you know, I get really frustrated when I always hear that if they're interviewing a female, and it's often the question of like, oh, it must be much harder for you as a woman and things like that. And I think that really puts barriers up for men for accessing support and being able to kind of acknowledge that actually it can be quite tough, regardless of whether you're male or female. To lose your hair is a challenge.
No, 100%. Like even like it's just the change of it. It's like your control is the complete change of appearance. With me, like my eyebrows and I had like a designer stubbly beard. It was like a major feature for me. Like it kind of almost defines you a little bit. And when that goes, it's just, I think for a male slightly more, there's nowhere really to hide. I don't think. It's just you're out there. You don't really have the same options with makeup and things, or with wigs and stuff like that. So it's just as hard for men as it is for women, I think. Yeah, there's like a mentality of grin and bear it and get on with it. Men go bald, it's acceptable, but it's not easy at times. No, it's not.
Yeah, no. So you all did a brilliant job with the men's video, and we were really pleased, and it was a good watch definitely. So
thank you very much.
we keep dragging you into all of these different things, don't we, with the volunteering and throwing you all in at the deep end and going, here, go and do that.
No, it's absolutely fine. I enjoy it. It's nice to help. It's really nice to help.
Tom was nodding along there, like, yeah, they do. They throw us in at the deep end.
They got me like 6-7 years ago. The run. Yeah,
not leaving now. Got you.
I did one run for him, and look at me now, like, you know.
Never let go. So you've been involved with Alopecia UK for quite a lot now, in a few different events and the kids stuff. So how have you found the experience of kind of volunteering for the charity and doing all this things?
I've absolutely loved it, you know. I kind of wish I got involved earlier, a bit sooner. I guess I reached out, was it about 2 years ago now? And I don't know whether we're going through a bit of a sore patch at work, and I thought, you know what, I was going to give something back a little bit and focus on something else. And then I just reached out, and then you put me in contact with Catherine in Liverpool. And I go there twice a year now, and it's brilliant. Like I just go and play football with the kids basically, and just play. We play dodgeball, basketball, football, just for like a couple of hours in Liverpool, and it's really nice. It is. And then even it's just opened your network up as well, so you just meet so many amazing people. If it's at the big weekend or at Alton Towers and stuff like that, and it's really rewarding. I really enjoy it.
Oh. I mean, do you want to say a bit about Alton Towers, so what that is? Because there might be people watching who don't actually know what Alton.
No, Alton Towers is like an annual event that Alopecia UK hosts, and it's just literally 300 people just go and take over Alton Towers, and it's just like a sea of these blue t-shirts and bald heads, and just everyone smiling and having a good time and talking about their own experiences. Like the best bit of the Alton Towers trip isn't even the rides, it's the queues. And you literally just stood in the queues, and then you just work your way around and just talk to people and what their experiences are, and then talk to parents who are often like the kids are fine. It's the parents that need the reassurance, and they're the ones that like want to know if everything's going to be okay with the kids. So like it was quite important to me, especially in the men's video, to try and come across that it's not all kind of doom and gloom, and you can be very. I know there's going to be tough points throughout your life, but you can have a very happy life and a very fulfilled life with alopecia. It's not all bad. It's not all bad at all. But no, Alton Towers, if you're watching, get there. It's brilliant. It's really good every year.
We'll bring it back as soon as we're able.
Yeah.
We need to record that little clip there and just have that as a little advert. I think you summed up Alton Towers beautifully there. I think that is what it's all about. And for so many people, it is about the kind of the chat that takes place in the queues rather than the thrills of the roller coasters.
No, 100% it is, honestly. It's brilliant.
Feeling when you're in, especially on the last ride when we all kind of pile towards the runaway mine train, and we fill the whole queue, don't we? And it's all like blue, and it's a lovely feeling when you look around and you're like, oh.
Yeah, it's brilliant. It's just like being part of something kind of bigger than yourself. It's really, really good. I love it.
Yeah. That strength in numbers that I think really comes across at Alton Towers.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, we just want to say a big thank you to you for volunteering, for getting involved and always helping us out whenever we call on you.
No problem at all.
And a big thank you to all of our volunteers out there as well. Like the charity, we literally couldn't do everything that the charity does without you all. So a big thank you to you, Matthew, and to all of the volunteers out there. We really just couldn't do everything that we do without you. So thank you for joining us today, Matthew. It's been lovely to see you.
Nice to see you all. Thank you.
And now we have a happy birthday message from our Happy Mondays member.
Happy 15th birthday, Alopecia UK. I hope you have bye-bye, have a good one.
I feel that one needs some explanation. It still makes me laugh.
We hope that everyone's happy with our edit today.
But for any of our younger viewers who aren't familiar with Shaun Ryder, he's the lead singer of a band called the Happy Mondays, who were big in the 80s, I think early 90s. And he's known for some rather colourful language. So we asked him to do a birthday message, and he provided us with one that certainly made us laugh. Shaun lost his hair suddenly last year when he developed alopecia universalis. And we understand that Shaun is putting out the uncensored message on his own social media later tonight. That's not one for the charity channel, but we do appreciate him getting involved in the spirit of things. And it did make us chuckle in the AU.
It did.
Right then, Tom.
Smiles have reappeared back on my face. So, everybody, it's that time again. It's Fish or Food Fears. And this time, Amy, tell us about blue cheese. Why do you not love blue cheese? Is it
right? Really
falling out?
Really quickly, I love cheese. Right, cheese that is not blue. Yeah? And even as far as Parmesan, it has the reputation of being the smelly sock cheese, doesn't it? Like you smell Parmesan, you think, oh, how could that possibly taste delicious? It does, even though it stinks of socks. It tastes great. Blue cheese smells like rotten socks, like socks that have, it's just horrible. It's the most vile thing. I have tried it on numerous occasions because I don't understand why I don't like it, because I like pretty much every other food in the world. But blue cheese is my kryptonite, it is my food fear. I absolutely detest it. And here it is. I've gone for the extra special. It's a Roquefort, apparently. And Jen told me to go for this one because it says it's sharp and tangy.
Well, that's what everyone's looking for cheese. So basically, if we reach £100 by the end of this session, Im's going to eat blue cheese. Amy, I also understand that you've put it out to your family and friends that if your individual page hits £1,200 before the end of the live stream, you'll eat, sorry, this must be a misprint, a full pack of cheese. Is that right, Amy?
That is correct, but just to be clear, that is unlikely because we're quite a way off that 1,200.
Oh, you think that, but everybody right now, let's make it happen.
I set it suitably high, so I think I'm safe. But I promise to put a very generous amount on a cracker if the £100 comes in by the end of this session. It stinks. I might be sick. Everybody. I've got my bucket. That's all I'm saying.
I want to see it.
Do I need to give a reminder of how people can donate, even though I really don't want to?
I mean, I think it's the sensible thing to do here.
I think I've spilt some blue cheese juice on my hands and on the desk.
Oh yeah, that's your shot, right? So it's cheese and a shot of juice. Because if I've got to drink the juice, then.
Only I think is it sweating? Does blue cheese sweat? I think it's sweating.
It's just getting some air.
Anyway, a reminder of how you can donate. You can donate via text using the text code behind me, AUK5 to 70085 to donate £5. Oh, somebody's just donated a tenner. Is that you, Jen?
Yes. Oh, wait. Nice.
Just as I was saying that, I got a notification of a text donation. Excellent. Brilliant. You can change the 5 to an amount of your choosing. Text AUK1 to donate £1, AUK10 to donate £10. You get the idea. Text costs the price of your donation plus the cost of a standard rate message. Alternatively, you can visit our appeal page. Naomi will have left the link in the comments below.
I've also put Amy's specific page, so if you want to donate directly to her and get her to that £1,200 so she eats all the blue cheese, that is also there as well.
It makes sense to go there because it's all going to the charity. So let's just
Exactly,
go to Amy's page for the more, you know.
Cheers, guys.
We appreciate the cheese gifts as well. Keep them coming. The more cheesy, the better. We want to see some Wallace, Gromit, Wensleydale, the whole 9 yards, right? Keep them coming.
Now over to Naomi for a birthday champions update.
She said with such joy in a.
Don't be so sad. So to recap for anyone who is just joining us, this is our birthday bash celebrating 15 years of Alopecia UK. This September for Alopecia Awareness Month and our 15th birthday, we introduced our 15 for 15 campaign and recruited over 100 birthday champions. Our birthday champions have been doing some absolutely incredible things throughout the month to raise both awareness and funds for Alopecia UK. And this is the section of the show where we celebrate their efforts. So first, one of my champion facts. Champion facts. There we go. See, it's catching on. The top 5 regions of the UK for our birthday champions to have come from are, at number 5 with 9 champions, it's the region that me, Amy and Tom are from, Yorkshire. Number 4 with 12 champions, it's our friends in the north in Scotland. At number 3 with 13 champions, it's the east of England. At number 2 with 17 champions, it's the southeast region. And at number 1 with 18 of our champions living there, it is the northwest. So well done to all our champions for getting involved. And Tom, it's back to you for some more champion thank yous.
Here we go. See if I can keep it up. Right, ready, steady, go. Lauren, Lindsay, Lisa, Alexandra, Lucy, Maddie, Mandy, Maria, Megan, Michelle, Miranda, Marina, Naomi, Natasha, Nicole, Payel, and Rachel.
Amy, he did what he did to you. My name was in there and it was...
Because it's in yellow on the sheet. It threw me off. Okay.
Guys, I'm really sorry. You're not going to get any sense of me now because the screen that I keep looking at is the fundraising screen. I'm seeing what's coming in and there's some nasty people doing some nasty things on my page.
Keep being nasty.
It's very upsetting. And it's back to Damien again. Damien.
Yes,
Staying in.
No, not happy.
That's what we like to see.
We get donating now, and then when we do mine, nobody will be left to donate.
No. Save some for Jen. But we want to see a block of cheese. I'm not going to lie.
So carrying on, we've been really blown away by the creativity of some of our birthday champions and their awareness and fundraising ideas. And firstly, a shout out to Evie, who we met previously at our events. Here she is pictured looking very cool at our last Alton Towers event. She has raised £45 on her fundraising page and also raised funds for us earlier in the year as part of our 2.6 challenge. So well done, Evie. Our Aberdeen support group leader, Amanda, has been using the resources provided in our Birthday Champion digital pack to share her alopecia story. Not only has she raised lots of awareness, but she's also raised over £350 too. So thanks, Amanda. Next up is Rebecca, another one of our top fundraisers. She's been using her Instagram account to share some great posts and get alopecia awareness out there. Rebecca has raised over £1,000, so great work, Rebecca. Next, we have Rhoda, who told us one of the main reasons she got involved in our 15 for 15 campaign was to raise awareness and hopefully do her little bit to normalise the condition and remove any stigma around alopecia. As well as raising lots of awareness, Rhoda has also raised £270, which is fantastic. So we also have Geeta and her husband have become AUK birthday champions with their sponsored head shave. They made a video which we're going to share with you now.
Hi, my name is Geeta.
And I'm Dan.
And today we're going to brave the shave for Alopecia UK. So a few months ago I was diagnosed with alopecia, and today we're braving the shave to raise awareness for alopecia and support fellow alopecians out there in conjunction for Alopecia UK's 15th birthday. So here we go.
Let's go.
And we've got Geeta joining us now.
All right.
Hello. Hi.
Can you hear us?
We can.
Yeah.
We can. Thank you for joining us. It's an emotional watch, that. It kind of brings a bit of a tear to my eye when I watch
I'm
it.
so sorry. Like, I tried to be cool, because he looked so cool, and I just couldn't control myself. It was so hard.
Well, of course. So tell us how you ended up deciding to shave your head.
I lost more than 60% of my hair, and it just didn't look good, to be honest. There was just no way of covering it up. And so my mother, so I'm Malaysian, so my family's from Malaysia. So this unfortunate situation happened right after we went into lockdown. So there was just no way to get much support from the family. So my mother said that, I think it's time for you to shave your head, and it could be a reset button is what you need. And it was really hard for me to accept. But I think the good thing that Dan said, that, you know what, do it for a cause, and you would feel so much better doing it for a reason rather than just sitting in the salon and just shaving your head off for no reason. We might as well raise some money and spread some awareness. So that's how it started. Actually, I didn't even know about 15 for 15. I just saw a fundraiser page, and I tried to set up the page, and then I got a call from the Alopecia UK team to ask if I wanted to be a birthday champion, and I said, well, that's perfect. Yeah, that's how it started.
The more the merrier with the birthday champions, definitely. But
yeah.
So how did it feel then to shave? I mean, you could see the emotion there in the video, but how are you able to express a bit of how it felt to?
So a lot of people in the Alopecia UK Facebook group said, believe me, it's liberating. You know, to be honest, like, it was really hard for me to accept how I looked. Like, as much as people said, oh, you look great, like, I felt so naked. But it was liberating because I don't have to wake up. I used to wake up having from nightmares, thinking that, you know, I lost whatever that was left behind. And, you know, seeing clumps of hair in the shower when I'm showering my hair, it was just awful. And I didn't have to deal with that anymore. So, yeah.
Yeah, it is interesting. I see that in the groups a lot sometimes, where it's kind of, you know, if you, to just shave off, it's almost a sense of sort of taking back some of the control, because sometimes when you're losing your head, there's such a feeling of losing control, because, you know, there's nothing you can do about it. Whereas,
absolutely. Yeah, and then not much shampoo needed, so that was great. And time to get ready. It felt really, I just couldn't stop touching. So I shaved it. I think I've skin shaved it about 3-4 times now, and I'm about to do it again, because it might look like I have some hair here, but I lost it at the back pretty much.
yeah.
So I'm just gonna keep shaving now. I think coming out was probably the best thing I did, because in the lockdown, I think so, it started around April for me. I wouldn't want to leave the house. I would cry all the time. I was like, I don't want to leave the house. People would see me. What if the wind blows? And and I just didn't, no one knew except for my mom and just one or two close friends. And getting that video out there, because we knew it was a fundraiser, I need to tell people, and it was the best thing we did. Yeah. I'm so glad we did that.
And what was the reaction from everyone when you put that video out there?
100% positive. So what happened was, I put the fundraising page with some message on Facebook saying that you need to donate, and then when we hit our target, we will shave our head. And then, well, it didn't take long for us to hit our target, and we're like, oh, darn it, now we have to do it ASAP. So it's crazy, because there are some people on your Facebook page where you haven't really spoken, you're not in touch with, and then just people that you've forgotten about start like saying message like, you know, it's great. And in Malaysia, it's not common. And I've had eczema all my life, and I've been to so many dermatologists. Alopecia, I've never seen it. And I read everything, every pamphlet, every brochure. Alopecia is not common in Asia, and people don't talk about it. And I don't think it's as accepted, and there's much awareness there. So it was completely something new for everyone from my end when I posted it. So I think some of them had to Google what alopecia was. But the support has been amazing. I didn't expect that at all. I don't tolerate bullies or any negative comments usually, but I was ready, and I didn't receive anything negative. It was amazing. Yeah.
That's good, and good that you've kind of started that conversation as well. Really, if it's something that doesn't get discussed, you know, there's a lot more people now from your own efforts that are then aware of it. So
yeah, I'm so glad that, you know, I don't think there is much conversation in Malaysia, and I'm hoping that it will spark some conversation. Yeah, that's what we want.
I'm sure it will. Yeah, definitely. And you mentioned earlier being in the Alopecia UK Facebook group and the conversations there. Has that been a useful resource to you in this kind of time?
Oh yes.
Not able to access too much.
I had no one else. Like, well, GP wasn't in my favor at that time. I literally had no idea what alopecia was. Didn't even know what it was. It was like a small patch that I found here, and within 2 months or so, like, I lost most of it, and we didn't even know what it was. What's alopecia? What to do? Nothing. And that support group made a whole lot of difference, because it's really different talking to someone who's been through it. It's just different. You know, people can comfort you saying that it's just hair, you know, there, but they don't know how it feels. And I've never had issues with like self-esteem, but somehow hair was just a part of my identity and feeling feminine, and I never thought that I would feel so insecure of how I looked and didn't feel as feminine, which is a shame because it doesn't define, you know, if you're a woman or a man, but that's how I felt at the time. And we shouldn't feel that way. But yeah, we're only human, right?
Yeah, no, exactly. And we've got to feel those things. And then I think it's like we were saying to Zara before, you know, sometimes it's the things we feel inside our own perceptions, and it's that we've got to work on and change to help us on this journey, sort of thing as well, I think.
Yeah.
No, so it's been brilliant to see what you've been doing, and yeah, like, you know, a really emotional sort of video to watch and things. So I think you've done a brilliant job of raising some awareness, and especially within a community where it's not getting talked about as well, like even better. So we just want to say a big thank you for being a birthday champion for us this month and taking time.
I should thank you. Just a quick one. I know you're in a rush. Like, I just want to explain how I found Alopecia UK. I was really struggling getting some support from the local GP about wigs and everything, and I was just massively Googling about alopecia, and I found Alopecia UK. I think I had my first rant in the comments section, and someone responded back that, you know, someone responded back from the team, you know, really empathizing, and then redirected me to the Alopecia UK group, and that's how I found you guys. Otherwise, I don't think I would have found you. But thank you so much, because we wouldn't be here, sitting here talking about this and, you know, joining in this great event if I didn't find you. So thank you.
No, you're welcome. No, thank you. So no, it's I'm pleased that you found us. That's a big part of what we do as well, is to try and get the word of the charity out there, so that people can find us. Ideally, GPs would be kind of doing a bit of a referral so that people can find us a bit quicker, because we often hear that people wish they'd found us earlier. So
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And I think now we've got time for some more birthday messages from our research committee. So thank you, Geeta.
Thank you.
Hello, I'm Diana Harcourt. I'm a director of the Centre for Appearance Research, and I'm also a member of Alopecia UK's Scientific Advisory Committee. Our research centre has conducted work with Alopecia UK for several years now, and we know from that having an appearance that is altered or unusual in some way, for example having alopecia, can present a host of challenges to the people who are affected. But we also know that many people manage those challenges very well, and the support offered by Alopecia UK is one of the key factors that makes a difference. So many thanks for all the work that you do. Congratulations on your 15th birthday, and enjoy the celebrations. You do a wonderful job, and here's to the next 15 years.
Hello, I'm Dr. Nigel Hunt. I'm a chartered health psychologist working at the University of Nottingham. My colleague Dr. Sue McHale and I have conducted various pieces of research relating to the psychological impact of alopecia, from a British Medical Journal article in 2004 through to more recent work with a colleague in Pakistan. Sue and I were involved with alopecia right from the start, before it was even a fully recognised charity, so we've seen it grow from small beginnings to the charity it is now, able to support people with alopecia, their friends and family, and importantly to support research projects being carried out around the country. People often see alopecia as a minor disorder because it has relatively few physical symptoms, but for many people it is a catastrophe. I do speak from experience, and Alopecia UK provides some great support. So, happy birthday, Alopecia UK, and I hope you have many more birthdays. Keep up the good work.
Hello, my name is Matthew Harris. I'm a consultant dermatologist in Manchester and a member of the Alopecia UK Research Committee. I've been working with Alopecia UK now for many years, and it's great to see how the charity has really grown over this time and developed. We've worked together at Alopecia Big Weekends and on the Priority Setting Partnership, and from this we now are in a position where the charity is giving out research grants to help develop new ideas and new projects. But most importantly, these projects are those which are important to people with hair loss, and therefore the charity has really taken great steps in shaping the research landscape in the UK with hair loss. So well done, Alopecia UK, keep up the good work, and happy birthday.
Jen,
Oh, that's
Jen,
good.
you're
That's
gonna have to take the next. We're going off script. I'm too traumatized to do the next slide.
Hang on.
That's a great sign. I just saw your face after, and I was like, "What? What? Oh!"
I'm having to psych myself up here. You're on, doing it. You're
all amazing. Keep it going.
But so thank you to our research committee members, Diana, Diana. I've always called her Di. Actually, I didn't realise it's Diana. Di Harcourt, Nigel, Matthew for their birthday messages. They're all members of our research committee. And our research aim has really started to take off in the last few years. The research committee has only been in place for the last couple of years. And it oversees and steers the research aim, and to date Alopecia UK has invested over £100,000 in research, which is fantastic. I'm having to cover, which leads me to a reminder of, I'm having to look over here now because I haven't got a reminder of what we're doing today. It's Alopecia UK's birthday bash to mark our 15th birthday. As part of our 15 for 15 birthday bonanza, we've created an all about alopecia video series, tips for coping and parents, no, jumped ahead of line, featuring a number of topics from men's chat to dating to wigs, headwear, tips for coping, and parents chat. Naomi will post the link to our videos on the comments so you can check them later. And then, right, Tom, who's facing their food fear next?
I can smell something. I don't know about you, but it might just be mine. Hang on a sec.
Oh, guys, stop it. 'Cause it's not even funny.
On my notes, it asks about checking. We'll just do it for the purpose anyway. So now we're just going to check to see if we have made it. It's a bit unsure at the moment whether or not it has. I'm just going to go to the comments and just have a cheeky little read just while we double check. Okay. Wow. Okay. I'm getting a bit of a picture here of what's going on.
What have I ever done to you guys?
You're all
That's what I want to know.
amazing. I can't wait to watch it all. I've had to stop to get the kids to bed. Wendy, don't worry. The best is yet to come, as they say. Damien's laughing, so you know it's good.
Can I just say that Damien also says, come on, Amy, it's not difficult. It's cheesy.
Nice.
Right, okay.
Someone said brilliant.
We all know where this is going. Jen, I'm just conscious we're going to run over here. We said 150 minutes, so if somebody has to miss their food challenge, I'm prepared not to eat this cheese.
You must be joking. If I've had to
be up at the end, it's fine.
Yeah.
Right, you know where this has gone. So I asked for £100. Obviously, we got that. I said if my page got £1,200, I'd eat the lot rather than just the cracker. Now, can we just all agree, eating 100 grams of cheese in one sitting is not a great thing to do anyway? Eating 100 grams of blue cheese that you detest.
It's for charity.
Torture. Well, guess what, everyone? My friends are so nice and lovely that on my fundraising page now in front of me that I can read with my very own eyes, there is £1,325, taking the end of session total to a whopping, look how happy I am, £31,012. Here we go. Also, do you know who one of the people that totally and utterly screwed me over there was? One of our own colleagues, Kerry. Thanks for that, Kerry. I'll remember that.
Nice one, Kerry. We appreciate
Look
it.
at that.
We appreciate it.
On, Kerry.
Yeah. Also, can I just say one more thing before I poison myself?
Yeah, go on then.
I was going to go out at not lunchtime, sometime today and get more crackers for this to help me through. But then there was a hailstorm of epic proportions that I've never seen before, so I couldn't go out. I've got like a measly amount of crackers to eat 100 grams of blue mould with. Thank you. Happy birthday, Alopecia UK.
That is a big chunk, that.
I've really worked it up now. I'm genuinely concerned I'm going to be sick.
Well,
right.
if you're sick, everybody, we've all got to donate. Okay, let's just...
I've built it up too much as well. This is just the first bit.
You got some lovely messages on your page, though. Do you want me to read them out?
Oh my god!
100 grams. I bet it's going to be beautiful. Any more cheese jokes? Anyone? Cheese jokes in chat right now. Let's go.
Oh my god.
We're having a good time. Come on, let's keep going.
Do stuff over this because this is going to take some time.
Okay, Lucy says down in 15 mouthfuls, Amy, one for each year.
Hey, that's a good shout. Keeping on theme, keeping on brand.
We've just got lots of, we love yous. There's just cheese comments going left, right, and centre. Got some little mice going on. Got a go, Amy, from Carol. You can do it. Kerry says sorry, but
no,
we love.
She's not. She's not sorry.
Kerry's put best money I've ever spent.
Who put that?
Kerry. Best money I've ever spent for a while, that.
She's sorry, but it's the best money she's ever spent.
Yeah.
Guys, look how much I'm putting on. Can you see? Do I put more on?
Yeah, more. Yeah. If you put more on, it's over quicker.
How blue it is. It's not even blue, it's green.
Oh my God.
Sally Ann is right. She says she needs some red wine to wash it down with.
Haven't got any. I've only got a little bit of Vimto left.
Vimto?
There we go.
That classic combination.
I just need, I'll tell you what this cheese needs. Some Vimto. Have a look at that. Excellent.
No, you're loving it. Just pretend you're loving it.
So do we watch you eat the full block, Amy, or are you going to enjoy it throughout session 5?
I don't know. I'm kind of enjoying watching. I don't mind if I go over now, to be honest.
Oh my God, I'm just worried about how we're going to run over if you wait for me. I'll keep going.
If you want to get some pictures, GIFs, make sure to share them on our social media. We'd love to see them. If you've also taken part in your own Face Your Food Fears as well, share those as well. We'd love to see that as well.
Matthew Priddin says, you got this, Sparkles.
Yeah. Simon says, Amy, you're doing really good.
Nice.
I like that. Really annoys me because I can't swear at anyone.
Not right now. I'm sure when his stream finishes, we're going to get an earful. But it's fine like that.
I think we can move on.
I feel a little bit guilty right now. Only a little bit. It'll pass. Anyway.
Are we ready to share some birthday messages?
So we are. Next birthday message. Amy's. I'm gonna read this. And now, just before we have our cakes, if everyone's been waiting for the cake moment, Amy's going to be washing her cheese down with some cake.
It was that little reluctant bit, didn't want to go down. This is great. We do this every week. It's great.
So now, just before we have our cakes, which we're sure are all worthy of a place on the Great British Bake Off, here's our final celebrity birthday message from none other than the new Bake Off presenter himself, Matt Lucas.